Hey y'all, I'm Beth, and I'm an American living in South Korea, and this is what I got up to in the month of December. Now, I'm a big lover of Christmas, so majority of my activities this month were Christmas focused. I started the month meeting up with Helena, of course, at the Shinsegae Mall in Seoul. When I arrived, I had no idea that they had already decorated so fully for Christmas, so we spent a while walking around and admiring the decor. We also stopped by the only Bath & Body Works in Korea. After the mall, we walked over to bb.q Chicken to try their Canadian Christmas menu. Now, I am not Canadian, Helena is not Canadian, and neither of us have ever been to Canada, but we really wanted to try this menu out and see what Canadian Christmas was. They had a maple-flavored chicken, maple beer, a Biscoff latte, poutine, and nanamio bars? Everything was really delicious, but it had a lot of pistachios on it, and I want to know, is that normal? I don't know. Can someone tell me? Afterward, we headed over to a tiny Christmas shop that had these beautiful felt ornaments, but I didn't get anything this time, just was admiring. When Helena and I were at Shinsegae, they had this cute pop-up Christmas market inside, and we picked up these advent calendars. Every day I was able to open one and get a chocolate, and then on the chocolate they would have an image on the wrapper, and you would have to find the image on the wrapper somewhere on the advent calendar. It was a fun little tiny game each day. My next activity was a Christmas activity, and of course was with Helena again. I headed up to Seoul for us to have a mega Christmas weekend. We started out with a sleepover. We had Christmas PJs and slippers and plenty of Christmas activities. We ordered in and had pizza and chicken, which of course is epic sleepover combo. We watched Anastasia, which neither of us had never seen before, but it was such a cute movie. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's Christmas though, more winter theme. Then Helena surprised us with gingerbread house kits. We are both very serious about the design and look of our respective houses. And I thought that our houses were going to take us around an hour, but we worked on this for about 2 or so hours and went to sleep at 2 a.m. Helena had a lovely bright Christmas classic vibe, and I decided to make a greenhouse. While you watch us assemble our beautiful houses, I thought I would share a little bit more about Christmas in Korea. First, Christmas seems to get more popular each year that I've been here, and churches of course celebrate, but socially it's more of a couple holiday rather than a family-focused holiday. So as opposed to staying home and maybe like chilling with your family, many people go out and many businesses are open that day and have promotions at restaurants. The vibe is very different than America, where most stores and restaurants are closed and you're kind of at home maybe playing games and opening gifts, but it's much more of a social holiday and actually quite fun, and I enjoyed being out on Christmas. Another difference between Korea and America is that the Korean school calendar works a little bit differently. The end of their last term of school ends at the beginning of January, and then they have about 2 months off before they return in February and their new grade. And I just think if I were going to school in Korea and I got to be really excited about Christmas and New Year's, just the holidays in general, and then winter break, oh, I'd be over the moon. After our late night of working, we woke up to assemble the pieces to make our lovely completed houses. Then, as always, we had a photo shoot, so please enjoy some of our faves. After the photo shoot, Helena and I headed over to Lotte Christmas Market. We tried to go here the night before, but it was so crowded that they weren't letting anyone in. We were lucky the next day and were able to go in. We started with a 100% dark hot cocoa, which was delicious. We walked around and looked at the many little shops, but I will tell you, I don't know what I was expecting. Most of the stores were kind of unrelated to Christmas, despite a handful at the front, but it was still cool to see everything that they had. Helena and I made the most of it and walked around, looking at the pretty things and of course singing Christmas songs.
That one looks like you. Or the pink one.
I like the pink one, yeah.
Yeah. I would probably get...
This one's so fluffy.
Oh, I'd probably get something like that.
So
or this one.
That one's cute too.
Yeah. But I wish I had a green shirt on.
There were a few food areas, and so Helena and I of course popped into those, and oh my goodness, when we were checking out the cheese stand, the man working there popped up from the back and gave Helena and I a few rounds of free cheese each, and he decided to give her this big cheese ball with the tomato in it, and as she was putting the cheese in her mouth, the younger man of the two asked her if she had a boyfriend. But she was chewing and it was so random, and we laughed and laughed and laughed about it, and I thought that you could hear it on the video, but you can't, but it was so funny. I then got a mozzarella snowman and some mulled wine.
Up with the tree. Yeah.
The market was really cute, but very crowded, so we headed out and took some more photos outside with the beautiful lights in front of the mall. Honestly, you could go to most malls in Seoul during this time and find a wonderful Christmas event, or at least wonderful decor. And with that, I headed back home, and the next week had a lot of cozy Christmas moments in store for me. My sweet friend Elizabeth sent a Christmas package all the way from America for me. The theme of the box was open when ... But she also knew I would want to open all of them immediately, so she said I could. She included socks, Christmas pasta, some crafts to do, and of course so much Christmas spirit. It was just what I needed, and I really loved it. Later in the week, I got to hang out with my friends Stephanie and Brian and their sweet kiddos. We had a little sleepover and we stayed up late chatting, and Stephanie made this awesome cold noodle dish that you often enjoy when drinking. And it had veggies, and I believe these are clams. It was utterly delicious. The next day, we all decorated Christmas cookies, and this was so fun because the boys did such a good job. And please look at the results closely. One of them used a tortilla to make a big cookie. Despite the cold, I was then headed off to the weekly market. I like winter, but I have to put on 8,000 layers to go outside. This market has everything from clothes, shoes, fish, dried goods, fresh fruit and veggies, and some street food like squid, but sadly they didn't have any this day. I feel really lucky to have a market to go to weekly, and it's actually a really common thing in Korea to have like corner markets, and you will often find probably the best produce at the best price at these. And if you ever do make your way to Korea, I say maybe stumble upon one and see what you can find. They have some really interesting things here. While at the market, I got some strawberries since it's finally strawberry season in Korea, and I couldn't be happier. Hence those super close-up of the strawberries. I really love these. It was then finally Christmas Eve, and I was back in Seoul again with Helena to see the Nutcracker Ballet. Now, I had never seen it, not even the Barbie version, and I adored this ballet. I would have happily watched it again immediately. When I was younger, I wanted to be a professional ballerina, and I always enjoy seeing the elegance and strength of ballerinas on stage. After the ballet, we went to another Christmas market. This one happened to be right outside of the venue. So, I have been absolutely in love with this little pink tiger mascot Seoul has at the moment. Its name is Haechi, and I just think it's adorable. You will see it in many places around Seoul, and even some buses are decorated as Haechi. So I got a stuffy of his face, and that was about it for this market. Though they had many wonderful items, it was again so crowded that it was hard to stop at each stall. And then it was Christmas! As always, it's a bit hard being away from family on Christmas, but I kept my day really full, so it was quite a fun day. I started the day with another stop at Potler Cafe for their Christmas chocolate drink with these beautiful Christmas trees on top. It was a stunning drink, but I accidentally got it cold and I was sitting outside, but thankfully they had a little fire going, so I wasn't freezing to death. But needless to say, I highly recommend this place as this is my second visit in just a few months. We then headed off to Brink for brunch in Moscato. This brunch spot is located in the Gangnam area, and I was again seated outside, but they also had some fires going and had blankets for you to bundle up. It's actually pretty common to have blankets at restaurants, and they often give them out to girls wearing skirts. Just a fun little fact. Then, to end my Christmas festivities, I headed over to Helena's for her Christmas party. I met some absolute sweethearts, and Helena was a wonderful host. We decorated cookies and had a great variety of food. I then got to enjoy the lighting of a Christmas pudding. Amazing experience, but a tad shocking. As we complete this year, I want to genuinely thank you for watching my video, and I can't wait to see what 2025 holds, and I earnestly hope that you had a wonderful holiday season and a very happy new year. Thank you so very much, and bye y'all!